Arrowheads, bow, and a plan. Fire a bit to the left if the wind is blowing. Or I could fire straight with less force, but that depends on the arrowhead shape. Well, the best way to learn is by doing. I have a near infinite amount of arrows here anyway, and plenty of cash to tip the hawk responsible for providing me the materials to keep trying. So... I am a true warrior. Well, I did try around 325 times, and made it exactly once. That gives me an accuracy of around 0.3%. Still, that makes sense. That accuracy is good enough for a true warrior. All true warriors tend to have accuracy around that level. Well, now the boulder is gone. Who moved it? The hawk? Well, I suppose I can't go wrong following the guidance of spirits. Or at least animals with a future and rapid warehouse resupply. Wait, where did the hawk-eagle thing go? And why do I use hawk and eagle interchangeably when they are different birds? A thundering stampede of buffalo. Huh, that kind of sounds like that thunder sound on that four-rock slap sound system from earlier. Okay, opening this cave only introduced me to a picture, albeit quite mobile of a picture, of buffalo and the sound of storms. Not sure what that signifies, to be honest right now, but perhaps I should investigate what some of the other areas look like after setting the calendar to the appropriate times. Perhaps the clues I get there will make more sense when I have all four. The winter of hunting is done, I guess? So the next closest area would be the springtime for squirrels. The path off to the side with the acorn door. Perhaps I'll actually be able to see a real squirrel. Okay, quick refresher. The symbol for this was the spring equinox, which is the dagger through the right of center. Okay, what's changed? I'll check the acorn door first. This doesn't seem to do anything. The acorn impression is still impressionable, and still acorn-shaped. Well, if setting the calendar is supposed to bring life to an area, maybe I now can nick a real acorn from a real squirrel. Wait, what? Was that stick always there? Well, it never hurts to come prepared with a weapon where there's a known bee infestation. Squirrel! My plan is brilliant in its simplicity. Follow the squirrel to the acorn, and then rob her? Wow, I just realized how callous that is. There's the squirrel, pitched up on that rock. almost beckoning me. That acorn wasn't there before. Now it's been stashed into the squirrel's little secret stash. Well, I've already established a precedent for myself of going into other people's homes and rearranging the place. And I should be an equal opportunity invader. So the squirrel's home it is then. Okay, I can't seem to get this acorn out. It's stuck in there pretty good. If only I had some kind of paper clip. Hey, this stick will come in handy. Okay, I almost got it. Just gotta roll it along the crack. The crack isn't big enough on the edges. Perhaps I can flip it over and pull it out. Oh, it just won't budge beyond dancing. Can't get this stick underneath to pop it out. I am going to take your acorns. Yeah, well, guess not. I know when I've been beaten. I'll go find another acorn somewhere else that is the exact same shape and size as this one so I can put it in the indentation. It's no biggie. I'll take my anger out on some bees. Would you stop buzzing? Uh-oh. I think I broke it. They seem to mind that not as much as I thought. Great. Now I got honey all stuck to this. I mean, I guess I could eat it, but I'd rather not on a dirty stick. It's so damn sticky, it's hard to get off. Wait, it's sticky. Oh, I just had an amazing idea. Okay, I couldn't get a good grip under the acorn to pop it out, but I can always use the ancient power of honey Velcro to pull it out. Now let's see what happens when I place the acorn where it belongs. Assuming it wasn't technically part of the squirrel's assets. I was expecting that to happen. I knew this was a door of some sort. Nice room, dark storage, some pottery, and over here is what looks like a super vague person-shaped Looney Tunes hole in the rock. I could get some kindling going. It is cold in here, and I like fire. Hang on, there's another temporal anachronism detected. What's that blue, almost cardboard tint I see in the basket? These look like... Oh my goddess, matches! I thought I'd never see you again since I forgot you on Easter Island. But here you are, my sweeties, ready to burn. And burn. And burn. And okay, don't burn. Well, the match looks fine. Modern safety matches are designed such that they start the ignition process from a combination of the oxidizer on the match head, the reducer on the lighting strip that's on the matchbox, and, of course, friction. The whole reducer thing is so that you can't accidentally light a match easily on some other surface, like yourself, hence the whole safety part of the equation. I'm going to hazard a guess that the striking surface on this matchbox is damaged, so if I want to light a fire, I'll need to have enough friction to start it by overcoming the need for the reducer in the first place. Hey, the reducer makes it less likely to start fires, not impossible. A rough, gritty surface should be all that's needed. Well, that person-holed rock near the fire I want to start looks rough enough. I'll need to use a good amount of force, and hopefully I won't break the match. Yes! Fire! Looks like the rock is designed for a static form of sock puppetry. I wonder what it's going to show on the wall. A man with a sun for a head. I declare that to be the technical term. Hey, it may actually be his name. In one Native American story, it refers to these two men who had changed things as the two men who changed things. Simple, neat, direct, and to the point. I like it. The birds of summer. The dagger cuts into the middle, but not all the way though. It is only at the top. Let's see if I can remember correctly. Oh, so close. Wrong summer. Okay, that works. So how has this area changed? What? Well, that feather was not there before. That's happening a lot recently, isn't it? It looks like... I cannot tell the feathers of birds. I doubt there's any way I can ever say which bird that feather belongs to. Or, alternatively, the feathers can come preloaded with sound effects and make my life easier. That's an owl. Hey, an owl picture was on the rock along with the 4 other birds. Maybe all those birds have feathers now. I mean, scattered around. Are there any others? Winter of hunting had the hawk, or eagle, or hawk, fly through the eye of a needle to show me what to do, then fly into the cave. And come to think of it, vanish there, guiding me to where I needed to go. In the springtime for squirrels region, the squirrel seemed to not go any faster than me to ensure that I would see her put the acorn into that rock, once again guiding me to something I needed, albeit making it a little more difficult instead of just giving me the bloody acorn outright. It seems each region has a sort of guide animal to help focus your efforts. Anyway, not only did that crow fly down this area, but it left behind a feather of its own. Oh, all the crows are over on that rock in the distance. Those are either big crows or some rather small rocks. I could have sworn I'm further away from the ground than that. I'm having a really difficult time getting perspective here with the size of the crow and the size of the rook. Anyway, let's go back here. So the feather doesn't go over the pressable imprint, but it can go on the pedestal. And if I check that wall, the owl is the second from the left. So this is saying which bird feathers go on which sections of the pedestal. It's a good thing I know about turkeys, woodpeckers, owls, and, quails, because the eagle, or hawk thing, and the crow are the only birds I've seen here that would give me the context I need to figure this out otherwise. Prior knowledge is needed. Okay, the search for more feathers. Well, this crow feather is the next obvious choice. The crow is easily distinguishable from all the others, especially given we literally just saw one fly by. Okay, another feather. You have a sound effect that I can use? Oh, a turkey! My favorite. Do it again. 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 I'll never get tired of how cute that is. Oh. Anyway, there's another feather lying upright behind the rock ahead. That sounds like the same sound that the rock slab sound box gave. I said it sounded like a woodpecker pecking. So this is likely the woodpecker pecking. That should be the far right part of the pedestal. After this, there was only one more. Now, where are you? Perhaps it is a bit further away from the others. I doubt it would be this far into the dwellings. Perhaps it's near here.
I know what you seek.
How do you know what I seek? I don't even know. Also, damn creepy. I've gotten used to the voices, but this was just more terribly startling for some reason. What about under the bridge? Oh, there is a feather here. There's the quail feather. Huh? Okay. I'm not an expert on bird sounds. Or an adept at bird sounds. Or a novice at bird sounds. I hate birds. But that reminds me of a seagull. That didn't look like a seagull. Well, it's another feather. No harm in trying. Okay, I pressed in that feather button at the top and nothing happened. I am almost certain that the problem lies in the blue feather. Perhaps there are decoy feathers around. Maybe given the feather color, it was actually a blue jay. It's here where the creepy voice is, isn't it?
I know what you seek.
Okay, slow movements. Pay attention. Ground, rocks, walls. It could be anywhere. In grass. Maybe. Perhaps. Oh, there it is. A gold-white feather. That sound is, maybe it's a good thing this is the last bird I'm doing. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, a war bonnet, I think. Either way, that is way too heavy for me to wear. So is this my prize? Or maybe did that wall undergo a spontaneous massive existence failure like all the other ones and suddenly lead into a secret cave? Yep, it's the secret cave one. Well, it's quite windy and roomy in here. Looks like some light is making its way in, illuminating this bird statue. Hey, those wind leaf sounds are familiar. Anyway. Oh, all the crows came by to say hi. Yes, I did it. I constructed the headdress and opened the cave. Bow before your new goddess. Or just fly away and whatever. Go back to your stupid rock. That looks so pretty. Anyway, there's still one more area left. It's the other summer one. The one I didn't give a name to. Summer of hand paintings? Summertime sadness? Okay, let's see if I can remember this. No, that's not it. Okay, there is the summer one. So, what's changed here? There's no spirit animal this time, at least not yet. And unlike the other areas, there is already an open cave here. I'll go ahead and check the open area first, though. See if I can see anything different. I wonder what the spirit animal for this place is anyway. That's what made it so hard to come up with a name to begin with. Oh, the hand paintings are lighting up when I touch them now. I must have to activate a certain set of them. Oh, I had not realized this before. This summer marker isn't just a marker, it's a button. It does nothing, though. Okay, my spirit animal here is admittedly more terrifying than the others. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with calling this region Summertime Sadness. It fit perfectly. Well, maybe it just doesn't see me. Maybe it just happens to be staring at me directly because... No, I got nothing. That coyote has its eye on me. They are heading for the cave, aren't they? Where did they go? Anyway, to the cave. Okay, Alex's journal gave the history of that flashlight over there. So the batteries are indeed busted, but I can shake it to make light. If I am lucky, apparently. Perhaps I can illuminate the dark holes in this cave. Okay, there are indeed petroglyphs here. Looks like a frog facing right, an arrowhead snake facing left, after doing a little twirl, a diamond lizard, and a dog with its paws in an odd shape. In the other hole, oval-head man, galloping deer, man standing at the edge of a black hole, upright, prim and proper, also deer, and an atlas bear. 5 here, 4 there, so 9 in total must be set. Okay, first the bear. The hands sort of add a bit of confusion, but there definitely was the bear. And the wavy person. Lighting these up quickly is a good way to see what the shape is, because sometimes it can be hard to make it out otherwise. Ah, that's tricky. The image in the cave was facing right, not left. 2 spirals, but the correct one has only 1 person, once again excluding the hand. Missing 2 more after that dog, the galloping deer and the prim and proper deer. Either it suddenly got cloudy, or that coyote suddenly vanished. I'm gonna go with vanished since I'm still alive. Also, if it got cloudy, the bright spots would get dark, not the dark spot getting bright. I didn't see anything particular happen, but the coyote seemed to suggest I had gotten it right. Perhaps this button does something now. Another cave? Another cave. Another cave. Now this one's pretty. Green geodes. This is the cave I want to be in when I am in a cave. What is with that sound effect? Is Atlantean technology intended to sound creepy? Or is that just a byproduct of crystal magic or whatever they use? Oh, come on, sorry. Crystal magic sounds silly. I'm sure their tech isn't that outrageous. Anyway, the magic of lifting stone up has shown me a sun. And some water dripping. Water dripping that sounds nearly identical to the water dripping on that 4-stone slab rock sound board thing. Hey, wait a minute. I just noticed something. Hang on. Each area I've, solved has shown me a cave. In the cave has been one visual representation of some object or creature and one sound I've heard before. With the winter of hunting, it was the thunder that came with the sound of buffalo. In the springtime for squirrels, a lit fire with those crackling sounds showed me a picture of a sun god. In Birds of Summer, a specific bird statue was inside a particularly windy cave. Wind demonstrated via the leaves blowing around, like the wind leaf sound also in that 4-stone slab thing, same thing. And finally here, there is this giant sun without the body part represented earlier, and I hear droplets of water. Okay, I think I somewhat got this. Let's head back up to the calendar and set it to no dagger to reactivate that 4-slabstone puzzle. I must confess I do not know what the pictures or the symbols refer to just yet, but I wonder if they are combined with the pictures I saw on the cliffside dwellings in some other more visual test that might come later. Oh, hi, Coyote. I think I figured out more than just your puzzle. Goodbye, friend. Anyway, those are probably for some future visual tests because right now there's a sound-based one. I have a hunch that each of the 4 regions has an associated sound, and if I set them on oh no, there's one more variable. Each stone allowed me to select 2 sounds, not 1. I heard thunder, water, fire, and wind. But in addition to the sound of the elements, I heard sounds of the animals in each of the regions. The crow, the owl, the dove. No, sorry, that's Nightwish. The crow, the squirrel, the hawk, eagle, hawk thing, and the coyote. That's it. Each area has 2 associated sounds, one for the animal's spirit guide and one for nature. You hear the animal when you enter an activated zone, and they lead you to the sound of their element. Or an element. Well, there's the crow, the right animal. Then there's the wrong animal, then water droplets. So I think I'm right that these sounds are similar to what I heard around this world. The water droplets belong over here on the right, though. Notice the sun dagger spiral for that area. Same with the coyote. Not on this summer, but on the other summer. Well, I think I just solved the right side rather quickly. Let's take a look at the 3 remaining, starting from the left. Okay, the leftmost refers to the birds of summer. Not the coyote, the crow. The crow introduced me to the area, as well as dropping a very helpful feather. Now there was indeed a turkey feather, and a woodpecker one. So first impression might be to select this too, but there is only room for 2 sounds, and I'm pretty sure this is an animal/element situation. And unlike the others, the crow was actually there. And inside the cave, we heard the wind blowing leaves. And now to the winter of hunting, an inconsistently referred to hawk. Upon becoming a true warrior despite the low accuracy, I was guided to the cave of buffalo pictures animated and stampeding to the sound of thunder. Springtime for squirrels. Well, the squirrel, obviously. I'm sorry, I just also had to hear that weird sound again. It's really creepy. Aww, kitty cat. Okay, enough distractions. Anyway, once inside the cave, I started the fire. So now does this button do anything? And this time, something stronger than buffalo hide was blocking a passage. This place has had a lot of walled-off caves. Wow, this is beautiful. This puts that other green geode cave to shame. Looks like some more tech up ahead inconsistent with this time period. And here it is. If the time gate settings are anything to go by, this should be the last gene pod. There are 5 buttons on that time gate. Easter Island never worked, and it probably doesn't have a gene pod, because the Atlanteans took that gift away. So perhaps in doing so, they disabled the time gate's ability to dial the Easter Island gate. But all the ancient culture's pods are certainly recovered now. Well, it's time for one last pod telepathy session.
With the gift of our precious heritage, your future born shall build vast cities and bold temples. Their chisel shall speak in stone of the seasons of crops and kings and the flight of stars. And thousands of years hence, those who gaze upon these works will fill with wonder. Such is the power of these gifts, that none may be left behind for use with misguided intent, however noble it may appear. Once their task is accomplished, these life-giving pods must all be returned to their origin, there to fulfill their final purpose.
Final purpose? Misguided intent. Have you seen the human race? Yes, you have. Rhetorical question. Still surprised only the Rapa Nui drew your ire. Every one of those cultures has skeletons in their closet. Or skeletons at the bottom of cenote pools. Some obvious, like the ritual sacrifice, and some less obvious, like potential cannibalism. Still, despite my reservations about these beings being as utopian as I like to make it sound, in the here and now, I feel I'm going to have to eventually make a choice about what to do with this technology. And in the somewhat soon here and now, I need to get to Atlantis. And hopefully having all 3 pods might activate that damn button, at least given what the professor said in his journal. Or maybe Anasazi's portal actually works properly. And in the right now, here and now, I recognize the shape of that leaf. That was near the sand spiral in the cliffside dwellings. I get the feeling it is telling me to go there now.